Comcast presents County Insights. Conversations with local officials on issues that affect our community.
Hello and welcome to County Insights. I'm Carolyn Black-Sotier, and with me on the program today is Alan Kittleman. He is a member of the Howard County Council representing District 5. Welcome.
Hi Carolyn, how are you?
Good. Happy holidays to you.
Same to you.
Good time of the year. Let's talk about, it's a good time to look back and see what you've thought of 1999. What's your assessment?
Well, it was my first year on the County Council, and I've lived in Howard County 40 years, so I know Howard County pretty well, but I didn't realize how large government is. And it just encompasses everybody's life, and I think that was a kind of a rude awakening for me to see how large government has gotten. But I think the County Council did a fairly good job this year. The only regret I have is that the County Council and the County Executive raised our taxes approximately 5 cents on the property tax rate. And that was something that Chris Merton and I didn't think was necessary. We think we could have shifted resources over from one area to another to meet the needs that we had with public education. But other than the tax increase, I think it was a pretty good year.
Okay, let's look ahead to the year 2000. What are going to be some of your goals and priorities? You mentioned the issue of big government.
Right, and I'm real concerned about how government's gotten large, because I think when government gets large, that leads to people's belief that government should solve all of their problems. And really, government can't do that. Government needs to focus on certain core things: public education, roads, public safety. And so I look at the county government, and I've learned that there's an awful lot of places where they compete with private businesses. And I've recently read a book from the former mayor of Indianapolis, Stephen Goldsmith, where he uses the Yellow Pages test. And he says, you look at the Yellow Pages, and if there's a service being performed in the Yellow Pages, government shouldn't be doing it, because that means somebody else is. And there are a lot of things in county government, I think, that we're performing that the Yellow Pages would do, that you could find in the Yellow Pages. If I can give you one example.
Yeah, please.
Golf courses. The county executive has proposed building a golf course in West Friendship in the western part of Howard County. Well, there are golf courses in Howard County. And some people might say there is not enough golf courses to meet the demand. There's some debate about that. But if they're not, the private sector will build one. The county should not necessarily build a golf course. I've been told that the golf course will meet special needs that other golf courses don't meet, and I'm waiting to hear what those needs are. But from my philosophical point of view, and I think that's right, government should not be in the business of making money or of competing with private businesses. For example, there's not very many dinner theaters out there in Howard County, maybe Toby's Dinner Theater. And people might say, we want more dinner theaters. Well, is the government going to build a dinner theater so that we can have more dinner theaters? No, It's a private concern. And so I'm very concerned the government's getting too large, and if we can have those resources from government moved over to other areas, schools and roads, it would be much better for Howard County.
So to further develop what you're saying then, you're saying that the private golf courses are paying taxes to support their competition, basically, the county-owned.
Yeah, there's an amusement tax that the golf courses pay, the private golf courses pay. But the one county-owned golf course, Timbers of Troy, does not pay that tax. It's called an amusement tax. And I met with the owner of Waverly Woods Golf Course the other day, and he pays over $100,000 in taxes every year in amusement tax. And then he still has to compete with Timbers of Troy to get business. And that's just not fair, and we need to really figure out ways the government can be reduced so we can shift those resources to education, to public safety, to roads, all the vital things the government must do.
Okay, in about the minute we have left, what are going to be some of your other issues? We know that you're going to be watching out for big government. What else?
Well, education. We've been dealing a lot with education issues and equity in the schools, and one thing that came up recently with the schools committee that the county council helped form was that perhaps we should pay teacher salaries differently in different areas of the county to encourage teachers to come to these more low-performing schools, maybe pay them a little more, and change the whole schedule of teacher salaries so that we encourage the teachers to go to areas where they're most needed and the most qualified will go there. I think that would be a good idea.
How has the teachers union responded to that?
I haven't heard their response to that. They haven't made it vocal. But I think that the community has called for that in these meetings, and I think it's something that the Board of Education should look at, and the County Council and their oversight should look at what the Board does on that issue.
So you're looking to make some big changes, possibly?
I think we need to make government more responsive and to meet the critical areas that we must meet. Government shouldn't do everything. It should do a few things and do it well.
I think that's the theme for today.
Thanks.
Well, Alan Kittleman, again, member of the Howard County Council, thanks for being here. And again, I wish you and your family a great holiday.
Same to you. Thank you very much.
All right. And until next time for County Insights, I'm Carolyn Black-Sotier.
This has been a presentation of Comcast.